Race fans, good evening and a very warm 3Y TV. Welcome to the gateway to the OSCA Championship. We are live from the Worldwide Technology Raceway, a tricky mile and a quarter just to hop across the Mississippi River from St. Louis. I'm Camera Rich here, as always, with Carlos Acosta manning the cameras and fun things you see on the screen. Make note of the track facts there. We have a nice 79-degree day here, partly cloudy skies, and should be a nice race here. But this is the penultimate round of the 2026A Rio Grande Mexican Girl Cup Series, and we kick off our two-race chase for the championship tonight. The pressure is at an absolute boiling point. We got 7 drivers remain in the fight for that championship. See them right there on your screen. Beers, Gore, Bracey, McIntosh, Ziegel, Staff, and Watson. All drivers in the green will be fighting for the championship. You see Austin Beers has that 13-point lead over Daniel Gore as we come into tonight's event. So watch for that to be in play. Team points on the right side. Redux over TFM, then RK Motorsports. Team Watson and Binks round out your top 5. But yeah, with the point situation here, we have one multi-time champion and 6 drivers going for their first. That is Daniel Gore going for his 4th in a row, and he is staring down 6 challengers, desperately fighting for that first of their career. One mistake tonight or next week could end that season right there. Last week out here, we were at the Mexico City Roval, that goofy little oval road course hybrid. We had a triple header there, and 3 different race winners: Daniel Gore, Ray Bracey with a sensational drive to victory lane, and Austin Beers taking the checkered to keep his championship fire burning bright. But we have about 45 seconds here in qualifying. Currently, your fastest driver on the session is Austin Beers. He was also well, he was not quite fastest in practice. He was fastest in practice for a good majority of the session. Lost out to Gore and McIntosh there right at the end, I think, as the track gained some speed. But we are on board here with Ray Bracey. He missed turn 3 there a little bit there, and I think he just decided to park it up there and tow back to the pits. But if you haven't started a lap now, you aren't going to be able to get one in. There's James Watson. He's currently P5, one of our outside shots for the championship. He's going to need a bit of luck probably here, but this is a pretty good track for that to happen. Definitely a track where issues can happen and mistakes are at a premium. There's Eric Ziegel there in position number 6. We have finished our qualifying session, and certainly enough, yep, it's Austin Beers. He's going to roll off from position number 1, so his championship run, or championship hopeful run, he has not won that elusive OSCA championship yet, which fun enough that that is a Whelen modified tour champion right there in Austin Beers, still looking for his first OSCA one. But right there, what a row that is. Beers and Gore, row number 1. Bracey and McIntosh, row number 2. The Redux cars coming out here showing some speed right off the bat. There's James Watson in position number 5 next to Aaron Evans. Great qualifying run for that number 48. I was talking to him before the race, and he was not at all confident about the handling of that car. But that's definitely good for him. Dallas Myhand in 7th, Thomas Capuano 8th, Eric Ziegel 9th, and Darren Staff rounds out the top 10. Position number 11 is going to be Kynan Jones next to Ty Alcas there in 12th. He got his first win earlier in the season. Lucky 13th tonight is going to be Dylan Thomas in the 03 next to Zach Evans. And gotta say, Zach's car, I love when that one comes out. That's one of the best looking cars on the track each and every time. It's Olivia Hammond and Patrick Hahey on row number 8. And our final 2 starters on the night, Adam Peeler and Neil Rutt, a couple Binks Designs Racing cars there, will round out our field. Couple notable absences on the grid. We don't have Noah Brown, no Gilberto Javier Gamera, and no David Carpenter, no Dylan Gooden. So all of those drivers have elected to miss the race. In the particular case for Noah Brown, he just moved to Ohio, so I believe he's still getting some of his things together there. But Either way, I believe he is in here to spot for his team owner and teammate, Daniel Gore, so we'll see how that one plays out, but 55 laps going to be on the docket here for both halves of the race. This it's called Gateway 138 in Sim Racer Hub, and it's called Gateway 140 here in the Discord, so let's go straight in the middle. 139. That sounds absolutely awful. I hate that number so much.
We're making it official.
We are not going to have an invert tonight, so it'll be a straight fight for both halves, both 55 lap halves. I believe that our fuel should be, well, I'm not really sure, but I think it's going to be around 80 laps or something like that. We'll see. I don't think we should have to worry about pit stops in either half, but that could be completely wrong. We'll see how it goes. This, of course, the newly scanned version of Gateway, which was released, I believe, last year on the service. You will note that there is no pit, or it wasn't a pit, it was a little backstretch opening that used to be on this track, and back in about 2007 or so, there was a driver in an ARCA race that flipped on the backstretch because of that wall, so one of those probably deep cuts that some might remember, but there is the pace truck making that hard left turn onto pit road. About to get underway here at Gateway. 18 drivers strong, and the field in the hands of Austin Beers. Here we go. Green flag is out. Good restart for everyone on the field. Looks like we are clean and green. Neil Rutt with a black flag.
Might get cleared.
I think he should get that cleared, but for the lead out of turn number 2, Austin Beers slides up in front of Daniel Gore. He takes the lead for himself. Now battle for third.
In the back.
It is Ray Bracey and Ty McIntosh.
Olivia Hammond
takes. Oh, Olivia with some problems there out of turn number 2. It looks like she gets it going, and not going to be an issue there. We'll check the replay, see what happened to her. Going through turns 1 and 2 here. She's on the bottom. Just looks like she's going to get it a little bit loose. A little bit too much beans there, cause. Yep, absolutely. That is what happened there, 100%. But no damage, I don't think. I think she should be able to just get it going. And only thing that's hurt is going to be the ego. But up here at the front, lap number 2, it's still Gore and Beers fighting for the lead. Couple more movers back. We have Darren Staff. Looks like he was going to make a move on James Watson. Not going to quite happen this time. Now he's going to actually be under fire from Ziegel around the outside. Ziegel with a huge run in that 55. Going to make the pass relatively easy. Here comes Darren Staff to try to make a move back down the inside, but that outside line here in turns 1 and 2. One of the quirky things about the Gateway track is that outside line does work, which is weird, but yep, Ziegel gets that position now, following James Watson down into turn number 3. Battle for the 5th position, Capuano and Evans. Capuano on that inside line. These two have had a couple run-ins throughout the season, so hopefully they can keep it off each other here, but up to lap number 4. We're stringing out just a little bit. Aaron Evans thought about making the move inside, but when he did, his teammate in the 7 was right there. Ray Bracey can't really do much, but here is 3 wide down the backstretch between these cars. They're going to have to figure it out somehow. Big run for Aaron Evans. Ooh, Ray Bracey getting it used up a little bit by Thomas Capuano here. That 21 has done that a few times this season. He's not afraid to use the right side of that race car, and at least down the front stretch, it's going to be advantage Ray Bracey with the run off turn number 4, but they're not going to be able to clear each other. We'll go on board here with Ray Bracey. See if we can see any of the front left of Thomas Capuano. No, we're not actually. We probably have to go behind. Thomas Capuano got a bit of a... he got all sorts of sideways. Oh, trouble! The 78 of Dallas Myhand. He is sideways, saved it. Wow. There was definitely some contact there with the rear end of that number 78, but what a good job he did of saving that car. That would have absolutely been our first caution of the night and probably involved someone else. So might need to get a replay queued up of that, but still up here at the front. Austin Beers leads Daniel Gore. If Gore wants to win this championship, he is going to probably have to find a way around that 19 and get the momentum rolling here at Gateway. We only have 3 more races, including this one of this 2026A OSCA Rio Grande Mexican Grill Cup Series. Some contact there out of turn number 4. I think it was Darren Staff getting close to the wall, throwing up a bit of smoke. But no harm, no foul. Plenty of racing room at this racetrack. Of course, Indy cars run here, so you can go 3 wide pretty easily. Here is 2 TFM teammates. Oh, trouble there for Kynan Jones out of turn number 2. Kynan has looped the race car, and not sure if there was any contact with a wall, but definitely, well, there was definitely a contact with a Neil from behind, and into the wall. That's a pretty big little hit on the front for Kynan Jones, so he's going to be hoping for a caution there. More movement through the pack. Ziegel on Watson. Moves Ziegel up to the 6th position. Thomas Capuano still looking racy here. Back half of the top 10. He's a 9th. Oh, contact with Darren Staff. That 21 is trying to get some paint on all 4 corners of that race car that aren't his paint, or isn't his paint. See a little bit of frustration there from Darren. He goes down to block the 21. He was not at all happy, but meanwhile, up here at the front, it is Gore below Austin Beers. Gore trying to make his way around that 19. He's got to find a way around. Austin Beers has been using that middle line up there in turns 1 and 2. They are blocking here on lap 9. It is a slugfest already. Here's Ty McIntosh to maybe pick up the pieces. Aaron Evans with a great run up there in 4th right now. He's having a career run here, 9 laps in this race, on board with Gore. Let's see what he does down into turn number 1 again. Beers is going to be on that middle line. He's staunchly up there this whole race. Gore's going to have to use that right side up a little bit. How aggressive will he get out of turn number 2? A little loose for both of them, but they are side by side. I think it's going to be advantage Beers. Yep. Gore is going to... All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Apologies for the technical problems we had, but we are back here at a limited capacity, getting everything back up and running, so just bear with us here for a few laps. You haven't missed a whole lot. It's still Beers over Gore and McIntosh, your top three. Aaron Evans still runs in fourth, having a sensational run there in that 48. Bit of wall contact for Ray Bracey. He's going to be under fire from Eric Ziegel, I think, here in just a moment. Sure enough, Ziegel looking to make that move into turn number 1 on that 7. There's Olivia Hammond there. She is a lap car coming out of the pits, so no factor there. But Ziegel, we don't have our cameras yet. Ziegel trying his best on that number 7 of Bracey. We know Bracey will make that car as wide as he needs to keep the 55 behind. And sure enough, right now he does that. Austin Beers has not been able to shake Daniel Gore at all. That lead has not really grown any more than 0.2 of a second thereabouts. Gore right there on the back bumper of 19, and I'd say within Hail Mary range if we get closer to the end of this race. We don't know what we'll see. Could be a Ross Chastain, could be some aggressiveness. Daniel Gore is not a driver we typically see use the front bumper, but at this point in the season with the stakes on the line, you never know. But do want to give a shout out to all of our people in chat currently. Thank you for hanging tough with the tech issues we had. I see Thrasher, Brent Jones, April in chat. Thank you all for joining us each and every week. You know, we know it's frustrating. It's of course frustrating for us when we lose our broadcast for 5 minutes at a time. But yeah, we'll figure it out. But in the meantime, we do have a battle for the lead. Daniel Gore has made that move below Austin Beers through turns 3 and 4, trying to get some momentum off that corner, but not going to be this time by. And Ty McIntosh, he's right there in the waiting if something happens between these two. And a couple run-ins throughout their career. It's what you expect with a couple of very fast drivers like Beers and Gore. But right now, that outside line is proving too tough to beat for Gore. That 19 is running it flawlessly. That 10 of Ty McIntosh, though, waiting in the wings, though. We talked about him. He is right there in case anything happens. And I'm sure he's loving what he's seeing out of his front windshield. When those cars get bigger, that means that you get more of a chance to do something. But yeah, right now, Austin Beers is doing an incredible job of playing defense and just running the line to be as annoying as he needs to be to keep Daniel Gore behind him. That is what it's all about at this point. And, well, you would pretty much expect a real-life race car driver to be pretty good at that. But, yeah, we'll see. These two have the most wins on the season between them by a pretty significant margin over anyone else. So definitely the two classes of the field. But right now they are keeping it clean and green, and Daniel Gore not able to do anything just yet. He can't even make a move, can't even make a peek into turn number 1. Getting very close off of turn number 2. Those two bumpers are getting closer. We do have a caution on the speedway. Not sure what happened. I think it's the 78 of Dallas Mayan. He has looped it around in turn, looks like that is turn 1. So just a few laps short of halfway here, but good little run here to start off this 55-lap first half of the night. A 22-lap run is nothing to scoff at Gateway, but we'll check the replay and see what happened to Dallas here. Gonna go on board with him. He's got Adam Peeler there right to his inside, and I think that might have been Netcode Gods not enjoying that, and that was a Jesus Christ. RK Motorsports, I am praying for you after that one. Dallas just definitely getting turned off that 27's nose. I mean, jeez, golly, you don't want to see something like that. Not sure how race control will call that one, but definitely I think, yep. Race control is going to call that on Adam Peeler right there, and yeah, on board here with Dallas, comes back up and he takes his teammate out in the 45. Not sure if Darren is going to have a ton of damage from that. Well, yes, he does actually. He does have a meatball. Both Peeler and Darren have a meatball flag from that. So that is probably the dictionary definition of a ton of damage. And just, yeah, nothing that Dallas did wrong there. When you get kind of turned to that angle into turn number one, it just doesn't really, you don't have a lot of options there except kind of do that. And Darren Staff, kind of the unfortunate victim of that, and he did not need that. He is one of our championship contenders coming into tonight, and not going to be a good half number one here for the driver of the 45. But pit stops underway, and most of the field already down and away here. Like Austin Beers did win the race off pit road over Daniel Gore, so our top three going to be just the same as they come out. Going through the top 10 here, it's going to be Beers, Gore, McIntosh, Ziegel. Aaron Evans is in 5th. James Watson 6th. Ty Alka 7th. Ray Brace 8th. Thomas Capimo 9th. And then Zach Evans will line up in the 10th position. We are doubled up here. Pace truck lights are off, so we will be going green next time by, and Austin Beers taking that outside line as we kind of expected him. He's been up there all night and making good use of it. There is, I'm not sure if it is as much as the old version of Gateway, but there is a good amount of grip up there in turns 1 and 2 on the outside. For whatever reason, you wouldn't expect it, but you can definitely make some moves up there, as we have seen with that number 19 all night tonight. Looks like Darren Staff has gotten the car fixed. Him and Peeler both. Peeler has lost a lap, unfortunately, but Darren Staff has got the required repairs made on that machine and has gotten himself back into the race. I think everybody's going to be taking this restart. Livy Hammond, she is the last place running car 3 laps down. Of course, we saw her with an issue very early on, but plenty of time left in this race in OSCA standards to make something happen. But there's Space Truck making the move to the pits. Fields in the hands of Austin Beers. Then the outside. Good restart for the 19. A little bit sleeping on the restart for Daniel Gore, but I would almost guarantee those two TFM teammates timed it. Beers and Ziegel. So Ziegel gets the 2nd place position going into turn number 1. Battle for 4th. It's going to be between McIntosh and Watson. Watson on that outside line. He was just running sprint cars here. Silver Crowns this last week. They were here at the Gateway track for their official series. So he has a few laps on this racetrack, making good use of that outside line right now on Ty McIntosh, trying to get some speed up there. I think it's going to be McIntosh with the run off of the corner, but some smoke being kicked up off those race cars, getting very close to that outside wall. Still battling there for 4th between Watson and McIntosh. Ooh, Aaron Evans got some issues off of turn number 2. I think he was all sorts of sideways. Not sure if there was contact. There definitely was a Ty Alkus next to him, and I think Aaron Evans just looks like he slid up a little bit, and Alkus was there, but no harm, no foul. Aaron Evans only losing the spot to Alkus. Could have been so much worse for him if he looped it or went back to the right, which would have been a disastrous scenario. But these two cannot figure it out, McIntosh and Watson. Of course, our top 6 right now, championship contenders. Then Darren Staff with the issues. He is the last one back in 15th. So big climb for that number 45 if he wants to get back up here. But here's Gore making a move on Ziegel. Big move into turn 3. It's probably the harder corner to pass in because turn 3 is a lot wider and not as tight as turn 1. So turn 1 kind of the better passing zone usually, I think. But either way, if you're a race car driver, you'll find anywhere to pass on any type of racetrack. Doesn't matter if it's a passing zone or not. If there's a will, there is a way. And for Daniel Gore, 4 in a row is the will. And for everyone else, their first is the will. Stringing out to single file here just a little bit at the front. It's Aaron Evans and Thomas Capuano. That's the first side-by-side battle for 8th. Thomas Capuano, oh, they almost got into it a little bit off turn number 4. Heard Aaron Evans apologizing over the radio, but yeah, I think no No harm, no foul for those two either. Here comes Ty Alkus on the inside of Ray Bracy. That's for the 6th position. Alkus had it at the line, but Ray Bracy with that somewhat better line out of turn number 2 on the outside. Ooh, Alkus is going to run Ray Bracy up the track just a little bit. Trying to get back in the power and make something happen, but a little bit loose for the 89. That's going to give the advantage to Ray Bracy. Alkus is, well, he's, you can tell he is putting his faith in the iRacing gods by putting that right in front of his race car, right up to the left rear of Ray Bracy's race car. Trying to do a bit of side drafting, and oh, well, that's more than side drafting right there. That is side-on-side contact. Oh, there you go. That was always going to happen. Ray Bracy turned down the backstretch off the nose of the 89, and I think we can probably say that was coming for about a lap and a half or so, but let's check the replay and see what happened. I think we kind of do know what did happen, but off turn number 2, these two were just not a lot of room given from Alkus there, and obviously when you put your faith into the iRacing netcode, you typically lose that battle. But either way, now Ray Bracy back there behind Darren Staff. He is the new lowest place running championship contender, fortunately for Bracy, so he's absolutely going to need a caution and some luck here with 23 laps to go. That is not a lot of time for something to happen. Ty Alkus, he is using up that right side of his race car up into the side of the 48, and I believe he is trying to have happen what happened to Ray Bracy, and there it is. It's happening again. Oh, that's going to be a big one. We are wrecking here in turn number 3. And the egos have created a caution here. That was borderline ridiculous, I'd have to say. I know that's not my place to speak as a commentator, but at some point you have to let it go. And I think everyone in that situation probably needs a bit of a talking to here. There is what happened, and yep, in a sense, Ty Alkus might have just wrecked his teammate by using another car. But either way, that is going to, we'll see what race control has to say, and that was a pretty big wreck there.
Oh.
Just completely unnecessary, I think. Not what you want to have happening here in a championship type scenario on board here with Kynan Jones. Just an innocent bystander. Of course, Carlos, I gotta apologize. These RK Motorsports cars are getting beat up tonight, and
all 3 of them in this one.
Yeah, that is rough. So hopefully we can clean up a little bit here and put on a better show. But we do have some pit stops further on in the back. Not sure if we have any new meatballs from that one. Looks like Capuano is the only one, so we'll see how much damage he has. But race control has deemed that at fault of the number 89 of Ty Alkus.
This in a way benefits Ray Bracy.
Yeah, it could be interesting here. We saw our first 7 drivers stay out, and then the rest, of course, down pit road. Looks like Zach Evans going to be the first one down and away. Most of the rest of these drivers kind of were in that accident, though, Carlos. So I think they're all going to have some damage to fix. Of course, nonetheless, for Capuano, he's got the meatball and still has the meatball, so not really sure how much damage he is going to have, but that race car, yeah, it's got some dings and dents, and I don't think it looked like that coming out of the race shop, so crew's going to have their work cut out for him, but there is Patrick Hahey down and away. There is the pace truck here, so all of these drivers going to have to get something going, else they get lapped by that pace truck. Capuano and Aaron Evans. Aaron Evans is going to be down and away. Capuano's still probably getting required repairs done. So whatever, I'd have to say that was a pretty big hit that he had up there in turn number 3. Kind of a broadside hit. I don't even think he even saw it coming. So definitely some suspension pieces not aligned like they should be in that race car. But let's get you another Re-rack of the top 10 is Austin Beers. He's your leader. He's led basically all of them tonight. Eric Ziegel there in second. Ty McIntosh third. Daniel Gore now in fourth. Actually, that is incorrect. That was just due to the caution. So it's Daniel Gore in third. Ty McIntosh is going to be fourth. James Watson fifth. Dylan Thomas sixth. Zach Evans seventh. Patrick Hahey eighth. Dallas Myhand ninth. And then I feel like I lost somebody here, but that seems correct. But Darren Staff and Kynan Jones, Dallas Myhand, they're going to be back there somewhere. You can see there. Yep, there's Darren Staff. There's Ty Alkas with the EOL. But we're about to pull the pace trick off here right there. Field once again in the hands of Austin Beers there on the outside, left side of your screen. That blue number 19. And once again, a great restart for him. Down and away he goes. Pulling the number 55 of Eric Ziegel just a little bit. But here comes Ty McIntosh. Great restart for that number 10. The Kyle Busch inspired. That was the Crispy M&M's car, I believe. But right around the outside of the 55 goes Ty McIntosh. These two have had some issues last week. But here comes Daniel Gore on the inside of Ziegel. Oh, contact between those two. They keep it straight, though. Ziegel's going to get the run off of turn number 4, using that outside line. It's going to have to be Daniel Gore tucking in behind him into turn number 1. Got some 3-wide action here. Just for a moment, Dallas Myhand. Ooh, we're going to have another one here, I think. Somehow they survived that one, but there was a lot of cars hitting the wall. Still going at it for third, Gore and Ziegel. Gore is making some Hail Mary type sends into turn number 3, trying to get around that 55, but Ziegel is doing a great job of what we've seen all night. That outside line has been so good. It's just been so hard to make the move stick up there, and Gore, of course, seeing his teammate up there, Ty McIntosh, he wants Ty to rough up that 19 just a little bit, and by rough up, we mean just maybe side by side, maybe just battle him, maybe slow him down a little bit, but right now, Ty McIntosh not able to do anything. Really, no one able to do anything with Beers so far. 17 laps to go. Will be 16 to go at the line, on board here with Gore, and doing everything he can in this late stage of the race to try to get something out of this first half. Not had the ultimate speed to go up there and challenge Beers. He's been right there, just has not been able to get around Beers. Quite a faster track than you would expect here at Gateway. They're hitting about 170, 175 down into turn 3. Just pretty quick for a mile-and-a-quarter racetrack. About the same into turn number 1. 15 laps to go. Your first non-chaser there, Zach Evans. He's running right behind Daniel Gore. What can that number 6 of Zach Evans do with Daniel Gore? He's going to make an inside peek into turn number 3. That's not what Danny G needed, but Zach Evans, of course, he has every right to race for himself here. That might be a cut and dry look. Zach Evans with a good move on. Move that number 6 up to P4. Gold machine for that number 6, showing some speed here tonight. Danny G is struggling in these late stages of the race. He's got Aaron Staff behind him. That car had a meatball just a few laps ago, and now he's right there behind the number 69. So I'm not sure if something wrong with that Danny G machine or what, but he's just absolutely not having the speed. Here comes Zach Evans around Eric Ziegel. Move the number 6 up to P3. Zach Evans, another driver who has some prior experience on this racetrack. He, of course, on the sprint cars, different than the Silver Crowns that we talked about with James Watson, but Zach Evans ran the sprint cars here last week, and so he's got some prior laps in a car much different than these Generation 6 stock cars. But what a run for the driver number 6 right now. Fighting up there with Ty McIntosh. Not going to make the move right now, but here he comes. He's got a good run off turn number 4. Of course, you can see Zach Evans. He's got a bit of a tire advantage. 9 laps on those tires versus 20 or so for everyone else. But that might be what he needs with 12 laps to go. If we can stay green here, we might be looking at a first win for a driver here for Zach Evans, but got to lock in 12 more laps. 11 and a half for the driver. That's 6. He's got the tire advantage. He just needs to be smart with it. I think if Austin Beers, he knows the assignment here. He knows that Zach Evans is not at all his fight. Probably won't put up too much of one if Zach gets the run on him, but 11 laps to go here, and you can see our handy dandy interval meter there, and there's a lot of green for Zach right now. Green is good. 0.3 of a second was the gap on lap 41. Almost 0.3 of a second there on lap 44, and he is gaining. Yeah, look at the run he gets. He just has so much more tire than Beers. I think it's going to be pretty elementary here for Zach if he can just keep it under him. It's going to be 10 laps to go. Dives it into the corner. There goes Zach. New leader, number 6. Austin Beers going to try to cross over here, but I don't think Beers has the tire right now. A lot of laps here to go. 10 is a lot of laps at the Gateway racetrack. So we'll see what we have here. But Zach, of course, he is making great use of that tire advantage so far. Running about a lane up on the 19. Not sure I would give him free downforce, but either way, it is working well for him right now. 9 laps to go. Battle for 4th right now. Daniel Gore is trying to work over Eric Ziegel. Still has not been able to do anything with the 55. Darren Staff back there in the fight. That car was wrecked a few laps ago, and now he's up there in this this lead fight. No rear end on that car. Well, he's got a rear end, but it looks terrible on the back of the 45. It's I think it came off the parts truck. Almost 3 wide. Ooh, almost some contact between. We really got Mayan Alcas there for the 11th position, but back up to this good battle for the front positions. The 45 might be one of the faster cars right now, and that is quite the story. Aaron Staff looking on the inside of Daniel Gore. Not going to be able to do it here. The tight place to be, but keep it clean and green right now. 7 laps to go. The lead is 0.7 of a second over between Zach Evans and Austin Beers. 7 laps separates the driver of the 6 from his first OSCA Premier Series victory. And right now he sees there looks to be no signs of slowing down for that number 6, but we do have some argy-bargy in a little bit further on back. I saw somebody really sideways back there. I think it was Dylan Thomas, but they also keep it straight. Battle for the 7th position here. Ray Bracey leads about 6 cars that want his position right now. And issues there. I'm not sure that was so much of an issue as a car-on-car contact between the 69 and 55. Definitely they got into each other, but not sure what really started that there. But definitely Ziegel was the big loser out of it. Lots of racing here in these latter stages of the race. I think we might... trouble for Aaron Evans. It's sideways there in turns 1 and 2. Gonna be our 3rd caution of the half here. Fortunate break for really everyone. I think everybody wanted that to finish here, but we'll see what happens. Aaron Evans making a move down the inside of Dylan Thomas and just losing the rear end. And that's turns 3 and 4, not turns 1 and 2, so my apologies.
You love to see that caution come out unless your name is Zach Evans.
Yep, that's going to be an interesting restart here, but wouldn't say anything is cut and dry yet. We do have a lot of cars staying out. Of course, Aaron Evans will be one, but he will be sent to the back of the field. You see the rest of the field down pit road. Beers, McIntosh, Gore, really everyone. But yeah, quite a few cars staying out too, so that could be the saving grace that Zach Evans needs to hold on to his first ever OSCA victory. But yeah, we're not going to be singing anything just yet. We have plenty of racing left to go here. I think it just got started. First driver down and away is going to be Austin Beers, and then it's Ty McIntosh, Daniel Gore, Ziegel, and Dylan Thomas all off pit road. Alcus Watson, I believe that is everyone who has exited. Hearing Zach Evans over the radio, you can, I don't know if you heard what I heard, Carlos, but you can definitely hear some panic in the voice of that driver. He's, it's always a bit of a stressful situation when you're looking at the first win, and especially when you're at the wrong end of the strategy. And to no fault of Zach, he had the right strategy if we went green, and the caution, of course, not going to be not anything he did wrong. So we're going to have looks to be about 6 laps to go here once we get going. Maybe 7 laps to go. I think it's going to be about 6, but yeah, the math is not going to be done at this point. But let's re-rack the top 10, and we'll let you know what's going on with their strategy. Zach Evans, he's your leader. He's going to be starting on the outside, left side of the screen. Darren Staff, second place. He's the inside. He's, well, rear end is off the part spin, and that car is barely held together at this point. But that 45 has been strong at the tail end of this run. Ray Bracey, he's there in third. Dallas Mayan fourth. Kynan Jones fifth. Austin Beers sixth. He's the first driver on fresh tires. Watch for that 19 to be mega quick coming through the field. What's going to happen here on this third restart of the night? We have differing pit strategies through the field. It's going to be a wild one here. Pace truck is off. Zach Evans on the front row, looking for his first ever OSCA win. Good restart for the driver of the 6. One of the better ones of the night. That is exactly what he needed. And I was completely wrong on the lap count here. We have 2 laps to go, not 6. We're 3 wide. Here comes Austin Beers trying to make that move. He gets to second here. Oh, trouble! Huge trouble! That might be it. That might be it. Either way, Austin Beers is going to lose all that track position. But that is going to put us into a green-white checker position here. And Zach Evans, he's going to have to do that once again. But just a tough break for Austin Beers. He was trying to do it on the restart. Just might have overdid it just a little bit. Let's move that camera up to Beers and see. We were almost 4 wide here, but I think Darren Staff might have gotten a little bit loose, and then they all just kind of ran into each other. Just nowhere to go. Ray Bracey getting the short end of the stick once again. Somehow Daniel Gore, I think he made it through this. Let's see here. Yeah, Beers with a good, it was strong move there. It's just Daniel Gore not making it through it completely clean, but he did make it through that without getting too destroyed, it looks like.
Ty McIntosh is in a fantastic position here.
Yeah, he sure is. He sure, it looks like Ty McIntosh might be in the best position, but yeah, still one more green-white checker, or one green-white checker to come. It's been a pretty wild one here up to this point. Working our 4th caution of the first half, and we're going to use all the laps up. So 58 laps will be in the record book.
Should we bump up the name then? Or are we still keeping it 139?
We will keep it 139. Yeah, they don't change the race names in real life when they have green white checkers. So yeah, we shouldn't either. That would be funny if they did that though. Like the Coke 600. Oh, it's like, oh well, all the trophy they got to redo it. It's Coke 608 now, you know. So.
Well, wouldn't it be like Coke 400 or something? How many miles did they go this year?
It was like 360 or 70 laps, so it was more than 500. It was like 530 or something.
Okay.
There's a 334 at Charlotte is 500, so they definitely were like at 360 or 370. Well,
did race control say who was at fault for that, or was it like a racing deal?
Racing deal. Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Initially, I thought Darren came down, but no, they were just 3 wide. If anything, maybe Dallas came down a little bit, but it was just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, I think race control make the right call there. Of course, saying I couldn't tell what the heck was going on there, so I can't call anyone. I would agree with that 100%. Just too much going on there, too many cars going for limited real estate, and typically that's just what happens. But yeah, this is going to be a wild restart here. Our final green flag of the night. It's going to be either a white flag to green flag finish, or we will get an immediate yellow and end the race that way. But yeah, Zach Evans, he's looking for his first win here. He's on the wrong end of the strategy just a little bit. Fresher tires behind him by an non-insignificant margin here, but there's the base truck off. Let's see what Zach can do here on the restart. Green flag, good restart for the 6. That's what he needed. Ziegel and Ty McIntosh going to be battling for second into turns 1 and 2. We'll see if that slows them down. What can Zach do? He slides up a lot. He opens the door wide for all of these drivers. It's going to be 3 wide for the lead. Ziegel and McIntosh, a block thrown by Zach Evans, but what tire does he have into turn number 3? This is the faster corner. This is where he's going to lose out if he's going to. Yes, he does. On that outside line, I'm not sure he has the grip to be able to hold it. He's going to hold second with Ziegel, but McIntosh makes it to the lead. White flag out here one more time around Gateway. Some big moves further on back. Zach Evans, he does not have the grip in that race car to be able to fight a whole lot. Ty Alcas, he's trying to use him up, but I think gonna stay off him right now. But right now, Ty McIntosh is in the catbird seat down the backstretch. Oh my goodness! What happened there? We'll see what we'll look at after the race. But out of turn number 4, Ty McIntosh gonna get the win here at Gateway. As we wreck across the line, we junk the whole back half of the race of the field. There's Adam Peeler, there is Ray Bracey. Let's take a minute here and take a look at that contact into turn number 3. We actually won't be able to. Lord have mercy.
On over, yeah. I think we saw a man who has had too much and has reached the breaking point.
Yeah, I think we might have saw the toe link in that man's brain snap just now. Either way,
I think he had a flat tire.
We will. Yeah, or what did that's what Ken just said back in Martinsville. Blew a tire, lost the brakes or something like that. But we do have the man of the hour, the man of the first hour right now. He's probably the happiest man here in St. Louis. Probably the only happy man here in St. Louis. But let's get a word with him. Ty McIntosh. This is Cam in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Wow, that's what a race, what a finish, what a drive, what a turn of events. Lord have mercy. Tell us about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was I just first off want to say heart breaks for Zach. He should have won that race by 1.5 miles, and I don't know what happened in the back, but just 2 tires was the call there, man. And I got a good start. I thought I was going to spin him a lot more than I did. It just it worked out, and then Ziegel got stuck behind Zach, and just that was it from there. I just again heartbreaks for Zach. He should have won this one. I hate it, but what a way to start the chase, man. We needed this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I would have to echo those sentiments that I think we saw a bit of a highway robbery for the driver of the 6, but such be the way of racing sometimes. But I mean, No invert here tonight. You start on the pole here for half number 2. You have the clean air going into turn number 1. What are you going to do here to make sure you can maximize the points?
I think a lot of it was just adapting to the situation, right? I know, obviously, you were around when we were practicing earlier, but a lot of it is just making sure that you're adjusting the brake bias because, you know, it changes with how tight this car gets. It's going to be a little bit different under the lights. I think it's going to be a lot quicker of a race. I think there's not going to be as much tire saving as we did in the first one, but it's still going to be an absolute blast. So a lot of work to do, but what a way to start this chase.
Absolutely. Well, before we let you go here and get ready for half number 2, any sponsor shoutouts?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously just want to say it's June. I want to say Happy Pride Month to everybody that celebrates it. It's, you know, glad you guys are here. You deserve to be here, and you deserve to be yourselves. So, fuck what everybody else says. That's a swear jar, but I'm gonna use it on that one. Shout out to Thrasher, Logan, Riker, everybody that watches in support of me. Means a lot. Just really happy to get one done, man. This is huge. Win number 7. I think Vic put a stat out earlier that said that I haven't finished top 5 in points since my rookie season, which is kind of crazy, to be honest with you. But we've been top 5 in points all season long, so why not this one?
I'm glad you could finish.
Yeah, dang straight about that one. But go out there. You'll be starting next to your best buddy here to start half number 2. So go put on a show for us tonight, and good luck.
10-4, buddy. Thank you.
All right, that is half 1 winner, Tom McIntosh. And he will be starting in position number 1 for half number 2 here. But we got about 6.5 minutes here. We're going to take a short break and hang tight. We'll be back shortly with the grid and half number 2.
All right, mics are back again being hot. Cam, we have a surprise visitor here.
Yeah, we do. I was given the go ahead from our producer that he did want to give a word, and just not much more you can say about the heartbreak for the driver of the 6. Had the race won by all accounts, but we have him here. Zach, tell us about your night and what happened there at the end.
I mean, I guess it kind of speaks for itself. Was pretty terrible, honestly. I didn't feel good going into that race at all. Couldn't figure it out at all in practice, and then just kept plugging away at it. Had a chance to basically do something different strategy-wise there. Take tires and hope it went green. And we got strung out. I thought we were in good shape, but I guess we weren't. Because, like you say, had it won if it hadn't been for that caution there at the end. And then, honestly, had it won on the first, the natural green-white checkered, I feel like. But I'm going to have to go back and watch the replays to figure out what happened there and all of that. But I guess that's the way it goes in racing. I guess probably just not meant to win one of these OSCA deals, and that's just all there is to it.
Well, you look really good out there tonight, and I know you were driving the death carts, the sprint cars around this track just a couple days back. Anything in that driving experience with those cars translate over to these? Do you think that made you any better here?
No, the sprint car setup is better than the setup we have for this. The sprint cars, as deathly as they are, drive better than this hunk of shit we're driving tonight. So if anything, it has hurt me.
Well, if there is one silver lining, Zach, is you will be starting in the same exact spot that you started half number 1 here. So maybe the universe can right the wrongs and throw something your way, throw a bone or something. I think we'd all love to see that. But a lot of laps, 55 laps, or I mean, if we green white checker it again, we can get up to 58. Hopefully not, because I think we'd all want to go home at this point.
We got 59 the last one, actually. So
was it 59? Okay.
Yeah, I guess it depends on when the caution falls and how many caution laps or whatever. I don't know. I don't do math.
Well, yeah, that's one of those like things about racing that's really awesome and really terrible at the same time. Is that you got to run the races, and sometimes good things happen, and sometimes bad things happen, and well, being a sports fan is just it just sucks sometimes. Whether it's racing, whether it's baseball, whether it's hockey, whether it's anything you wanna watch. But either way, I think you made a lot of people proud out there tonight. It was such a good run, and I think we were all rooting for you up here secretly, but. You got another chance here, which is the great thing about OSCA. It is the last doubleheader we have of the season. Before we let you go, any sponsor shout-outs?
Binks Designs, Me Fine, Bojo for painting this Showtime Tom Hoover throwback. Shoot. Shout to 40 Racewear. Shout out to you guys for putting on the broadcast. I mean, not to put on, not to make a mountain out of a molehill or anything like that. And, I was really hoping to finish that one off and dedicate it to my dad. We found out here in the past month he's got prostate cancer, so really wanted to win that one for him. But again, guess not. That's not how the cookie crumbles. But obviously we'll. Hopefully, obviously for some people of a certain age, starting to be me here soon, definitely it's a reminder to do those checkups and all that stuff, because it looks like, fortunately, it was an early catch, and hopefully we'll continue to get good news on that front. But you never like hearing the C word, and so that's been on my mind a lot lately, and it would have been really nice to put a nice bow on the end of the season, but shit happens, I guess.
Yes, sir. Well. We'll be keeping your dad in our thoughts up here all night, and of course the rest of the season. But go out there, go give us a good run here in half number 2, and we'll hopefully be talking to you at the end of it.
We'll see.
All right, Zach Evans, half 1 heartbreak. You can see it right there on the screen.
That is going to be devastating news.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, it's just. Not what you want to hear, of course, in the light of everything that's happened over the past month in the NASCAR world, that, I do want to echo Zach's sentiment just a little bit of, go get those checkups.
Yeah, you don't want to hear about a family member having cancer. You don't want to be told you have cancer. Thankfully, when that happened for me, my cancer was not prostate, so it's already been. I'm cancer free at the moment, or I guess as cancer free as you can be. But it's definitely scary.
Yep, I know it myself as well. So I was lucky enough to get it twice.
Oh damn!
Yeah, well, I had cholesteatoma.
I didn't even know you could.
No, yeah, so I was born with a bit of a deformed like inner ear canal or whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. So like I was like 1,000 times more likely to develop that. But cholesteatoma is kind of like a benign tumor. It's not something that's horrible, but it could also cause a lot of problems. So either way, yeah, I'm fine. I just have like half the hearing I used to. But
that sucks.
That's not always the worst thing.
Yeah, it's a thyroid cancer for me. I no longer have a thyroid anymore.
Oh, there you go. Well, we do have another half of OSCA action here, 55 more laps, and well, I'm not sure if my heart can even handle it because that first one was so action-packed, but we will have the grid rolling shortly. It's basically going to be your finishing results from half number 1, so kind of knock 2 birds out with 1 stone by doing that.
I'm not sure why. Oh, it was not playing. Because I had it disabled from earlier. But you know what? I'll turn that off. Let's go ahead and go with the static grid.
All right, going old school here.
Why is it like that?
Number 2, Ty McIntosh. He is your race winner and pole sitter. He lines up next to his best friend there in Eric Ziegel. Daniel Gore and James Watson are the row behind. Dylan Thomas, a strong 5th place run there in half number 1. We didn't talk about him a whole lot in the night, but he did a pretty good job. Patrick Hahey as well. I think that might be one of his better finishes of the season. Darren Staff lost a bit there at the end. Aaron Evans, he was back and forth and was all over the top 10 tonight. Ray Bracey in 9th. Ty Alkas 10th. Kynan Jones 11th. Austin Beers there in 12th. Adam Peeler, he's your lucky 13th for today. Half number 2. Zach Evans, talked to him. He lines up in 14th, just as he did in half 1. So hopefully that is a good omen for the driver of the 6. Neil Wright lines up in 15th. Dallas Myhand 16th. Olivia Hammond 17th. And Thomas Capuano in 18th.
Sorry, it's just I can't get it to move down. There we go. Okay, I was pressing the wrong thing. It's been a while since I've had to use the old school one, and to forget these things. Half number 2.
That is quite all right.
Now, I don't know why, because I remember Ty was talking about how the handling is different at night, and in my head, in my head, I thought we were gonna do a night race and then a day race, but I guess you can't really go back in time. So I don't know why I thought we were gonna have a day race.
No. We're gonna do a night race and then I'll go to bed, wait till the morning, and then do like a early afternoon race.
I'd be done.
Would be kind of wild, actually. Or you could just keep racing and make it like an enduro, first ever OSCA, like 8-hour oval race.
As a
With
producer,
driver swaps and all that fun stuff.
I would hate. I would love to do that, by the way. But as a producer, I would hate like if iRacing added rain delays. You have to wait for the track to dry.
Yeah, rain delays at real time. What a concept that would be. But we are green flag underway here for half number 2. And it's almost like we never even stopped there. Ty McIntosh, good start there on the inside line. But Eric Ziegel's not going to want to give it up. He was strong in half number 1. It's going to be under fire here from Daniel Gore in the wall. That's so Daniel Gore all sorts out of shape. He's going to lose many, many spots there. Back down to... they're still trying to wreck all over the track. Evans and Kynan Jones. Daniel Gore down there back to 9th. We'll have to see what happened to him, but definitely a large lost position there for the driver of the 69. Ziegel trying to make something happen on the 10. They are already getting aggressive up here. James Watson there up to 3rd. He's the biggest mover of the restart so far. Check the replay here to see what happened to Daniel Gore. It's going to be off of turn number 2. James Watson might be involved. Nope, I think it's going to be Ziegel. They kind of just touched, I think. Ooh, I don't know who I could put that one on. I think they just kind of went for the same piece of track. And
well, what happened is
Daniel
Ziegel hit the outside wall and it kind of just stopped the momentum. And I don't think Gore was expecting that car to just all of a sudden stop the lateral movement. Around goes Hammond again, just like half 1.
Yeah, same place, I think, for her, too. Maybe about 100 yards, like, down the road, but that is exactly the same thing.
She had helped us,
I think we heard Olivia saying she was having all sorts of issues out of turn number 2 in practice. So, still not able to get whatever is wrong with the rear end of that race car out. No. And you can see just too much beans spilling out the pot.
Olivia channeling her inner Kevin.
Thankfully for her, no damage at all. The tire's probably not even going to be that bad on that one. So, yes, first caution here on lap number 4. Well, I think it was actually 3 that the caution came out, but...
A lot of drivers... I don't know if it's... They're not figuring it out, or if it looks worse for us, but a lot of the drivers are just, like, tapping that outside wall exiting too. I think they're all having a hard time trying to gauge where exactly to drive off the corner.
Yeah, I definitely get that kind of sense, and you heard kind of Zach saying that the sprint car was better than this, which the sprint car weighs about what 2,000 pounds, maybe 1,800, and it's basically a go-kart with an engine that makes 900 horsepower and a bigger fat right rear tire that kind of everything drives off that right rear tire in a sprint car. So either way, I think this setup actually kind of an older setup. I'm not sure if there's a better one nowadays. Saw somewhere in the race thread that this is actually from 2022, the setup. So that could be part of the problem, but either way, I mean, Carlos, regardless, it's been a pretty chaotic night up to this point. So as a broadcaster, I'm not going to complain. If I was a driver, I'd probably be singing a different tune, and I'd probably be one of the loudest ones singing a different tune. But you know what? It's a lot less stressful up here just talking. So I kind of like doing that. There's your race recap. 5 of 55 laps, and a lot of 5s on the screen there. Eric Siegel there in the 55. We've mentioned it lots. 2 best friends up there, McIntosh and Siegel, and of course they are not best friends. They had a lot of run-ins last week. They were getting beefy with it, and I wouldn't say that we are out of the realm of seeing fireworks from those 2 tonight, but right now it is McIntosh over Siegel. Dylan Thomas is your 3rd place. Watson 3rd, Dylan Thomas 4th. Staff, Bracey, Patrick Hahey, Daniel Gore, and Kynan Jones, and Adam Peeler. That's going to be your top 10. So almost left off Peeler there. My apologies, but we did get you in there. Pace truck lights are off, so we will be going green flag next time by. And absolutely, definitely seeing that the outside line is the preferred groove on these restarts. I believe Beers took it just about the whole race in the first half, and every one that Zach Evans led as well, he was up there. But right now, definitely showing some speed, but we will see what happens here. Turns 3 and 4 end of the speedway quite deceptively wide, I would say. You approach turn 3 and it definitely feels like it's a narrower corner than it really is. It's actually pretty wide and sprawling there, but pace truck's off and underway we are again here. Lap 6 is the restart lap, and we are on number 7. Good restart there for the number 10 of Ty McIntosh. He gets about a car length jump on Siegel into turn number 1. Might put that 55 into the clutches of James Watson off of turn number 2. They were close, but Siegel keeps the spot. Battle for 5th. It is Darren Staff and Ray Bracey. Darren Staff on the inside trying to make something happen. He drives it in there, almost slides up into the 7, but they keep it off of each other, and Ray Bracey on the outside line is going to keep the spot for now. And definitely, oh, that was so close there for Darren Staff. There was a car length hole and nothing more. He slipped right in there between Gore and I believe that was Bracey. So not sure if Gore was going to like that too much. Gore is going to make the move on the inside. Trouble, that is Kynan Jones, Ty Alcas. That is Beers as well. He's in it as well. Oh my goodness. What happened here? Let's check the handy dandy replay and see what we can, that might be the 89.
Yeah, it was the 89.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's done that a few times tonight. Yep, just it's a pretty cut and dry view right there. Yeah, maybe Maybe somebody needs to tell the driver of the 89 that when you wreck somebody into your teammates, it's it's you might as well be wrecking your teammates. So hopefully Ty can clean it up here a little bit. That's the second or third driver he's kind of ran through tonight, and you would definitely, after like the second one, probably want to say that we should be cleaning up here just a little bit here. And of course, Ty, for Ty's sake, he collected his teammate who's in a championship battle. So not what you want to see for like really any stretch of the imagination. We have more beef on pit road. I think it's Livia Hammond and maybe Austin Beers going at it, but we'll check up on that a little bit later. We do have a driver in the infield care center who is willing to give us a word, so let's see what he has to say here. Aaron Evans, Cam in the booth, you got a copy?
I do, but I'm eating right now.
Ah, well, that's
you hop
quite
on?
all right. Yeah, what are you eating?
Evan, what am I eating? It's lemon, lemon pasta, something like that.
Lemon pasta. Okay, well, that sounds pretty good. Your night tonight, a bit of a up and down. You were running really strong top 5 there early on in half number 1. Kind of fell back there, and looking like it's going to be an early night here for half number 2. So, not what you wanted to see, but talk us through your night.
Well, hopefully the night's not over just yet, as, I mean, I still have another 6.5 minutes of damage that will hopefully get all fixed, and maybe I can get out there. I doubt I'm going to run lead lap or anything, but the first half felt great. I felt really slow in practice, and everything just seemed to come together really well during the race, and then it got a little bit messy, especially near the end there when I self-spun, and then all those small cautions at the end that was just little things to a lot of people. It just made it hard. The track, honestly, like, practice didn't feel too great, but as it's worn in, it's felt a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, we have a little bit left in this half number 2, but in case you aren't able to get out there and this is the end of your night, we go to Iowa next week. How you feeling about that long 282 laps that I am dreading myself? How are you feeling about that one next week?
Iowa hasn't been too bad to run. It's had its moments. I hope that it goes pretty well overall, but it's hard to tell. Because it's such a long race, it's really hard to tell how many people we're going to have at the end there. But I hope it's a lot, and I hope that I get a good finish there, because it feels pretty nice there most of the time.
Absolutely. We still are getting drama after drama after drama here in this one, but before we let you go, Aaron, any sponsor shoutouts?
Well, I mean, let's just say it all right now. I want a big thank you to Neil Rutt. I know he's not my teammate, but he introduced me to a new group, and it's been helping a lot. I feel like that's where I got a lot of my speed tonight. Big thank you to you guys for putting it on every week. I know it can get quite boring up here in the booth, so I know you enjoy when the drivers come up here. Big thank you to Santi. I don't know if he's going to make an appearance anytime soon. I hope he makes an appearance for the last race. And last, big thank you to my fiance for always putting up with when I get a little bit too loud, especially on those last couple of laps where there's a lot of crashes.
All right. Well, appreciate you taking some time to talk to us, Aaron, and hopefully you can get back out there to finish half number 2 here.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that was Aaron Evans, driver of the 48. You heard some words of wisdom from him and some developments on this restart. Ty Alkas, driver of the 89. he was black flagged for a lane change by race control. So he had to come down pit road and serve a drive-through. And going to be a big hit to the performance of the 89 tonight, which has been a bit suspect up to this point. I have to be a bit honest about that. But either way, hopefully we can get it cleaned up here. We have everybody upset tonight on the radio. It is one of them nights. Gonna have to see if it's a full moon or something like that. I don't think it is, but you never know. And also realizing that, yes, I was completely wrong on my timelines. April, Eric's wife, reminded me that, yes, we were not here last week. When you do this every week, week after week, you definitely tend to kind of just, it all blends together. And then, we're on race number 31 of 32 today. So it has been a pretty long season, a bit of a slog. I'm sure all these drivers are ready to get it over with right now, but currently McIntosh leads Ziegel by about 0.4 of a second. Then it's Watson back there. Watson has been pretty quiet tonight in that 39, and how can you be quiet in such a bright race car? But definitely doing a good job. And James Watson with a 4th place finish in half number 1. He's actually looking to be one of our better averages on the night if he can just match that. But right now, it is McIntosh and Ziegel have been 1 and 2 pretty much for the majority of these 18 laps. And we heard a comment from Danny, or not Danny, it was a comment towards Danny G from Darren Staff a little while ago. He said, "I hope you choke on your orange juice." So a bit of a quip there from the driver of the 45. He was getting tired of seeing the rear end of that 69, but either way, they have separated themselves from each other. Let's go on board with him. He now sees, well, if you look right above the Bojo, you'll see a nice little message that he wants to give you. And we'll see how Darren negotiates this Gateway racetrack using the inside line through turns 1 and 2. Bojo running just a little bit higher and going to get the run off of turn number 2. Into turn number 3, we have a pass for 3rd. And you'll go around the 39, so move him up to 3rd, move James Watson back to 4th. And would you look at that, we do have some lunar experts in the chat, Wolf Gaming Network. Thank you for that knowledge. Actually, it's pretty cool to know that our next full moon is June 29th. So won't actually be getting one for the end of the season, but just one of those nights that feels like it just a little bit. We've had the chaos, we've had the bad luck, we've had the weird stuff. Just feels like one of those full moon nights. But a good battle here for 6, Bracey and Staff. They still have not figured it out. Bracey on that outside line. We've talked about it all season. Ray Bracey is one of the harder drivers to pass. He will not give it to you. He is a lead lap car that knows his rights. And I mean, if you don't have to give up position, why would you? Actually, Ray Bracey had a great run there off at turn number 4. He might be looking to make a move on Dylan Thomas here. He was under fire from Darren Staff here just a couple laps ago, but why not try to make a move on a car in front of you? That's a lot better than getting past. So Ray Bracey, he'll see if he can do that, move himself up in the top 5 if he can complete that pass on the 03. Dylan Thomas, I think a driver that has probably not had the season that he would probably originally think, but he's also not had a bad season per se. Been pretty consistent, and 4 top 10s or 4 top 5s on the season. Nothing to scoff about, but yeah, here comes Darren Staff looking on the inside of that 03. Oh, Bracey loose out of turn number 2. You saw that 7 was all sorts of sideways. Looking a little bit further on back here is Thomas Capuano on Peeler. This would be for 13th position, which I think Capuano is going to get it pretty easily here. Zach Evans making a move around. Patrick Hahey up there for 11th. He's going to redo that magic of half of number 1. He's going to have to get going here and get those passes made as soon as possible. Oh, that was close there for Staff. He was loose out of turn number 2. That's going to put him into the clutches of his teammate, but Darren, or why do they both have to have a D name? Dallas backs off wisely and gives it to Darren. Dallas he's moved his camera. He's got a different camera position here now. It's a different angle of the driver of the 78 that we've seen before, but he is locked in there. He is leaning his body there, Carlos. He's taking the old controller trick from back in the day when you lean over with the controller. It did work. I told people you just got it. It did work, absolutely, yeah.
But it only worked on PlayStation because they had the whole 6-axis.
Exactly, yeah. I was a PlayStation person, so I will subscribe to that theory. And was there a better experience than NASCAR? Oh my goodness, that was close there between Staff and Thomas.
Not too
Definitely
familiar with that
contact, but oh my goodness. I was gonna say, is there a better experience than NASCAR Thunder 03 or Thunder 04 on the PS2 back in the day? Or Dirt to Daytona, that was awesome as well. Kind of a different light, but why did console games fall off so hard? I think we're a little bit better now with the iRacing one, but still, it just feels like we fell off hard with the console games.
I say, let's just remake NASCAR Thunder. Not Thunder. NASCAR Rumble on the PS1.
Oh, that's a shout. That was and I remember, you know what, I gotta actually might have to get a PS1 emulator and invite my dad over for some Rumble or something here, because when I was a kid, we have some close racing here. The RK Motorsports teammates of Darren Staff and Dallas Mayan, they were almost door banging there, but Darren Staff gets the position, and now Dallas going to be under fire from Austin Beers there in the 19. That 19 might have a little bit of damage on it. He was, of course, involved in a couple of our cautions up to this point, so he has his work cut out for him. You're not missing anything up near the front right now.
Were.
We're missing this, and I think we are having a rundown for the lead. Daniel Gore has started to catch Ty McIntosh. Ziegel now under fire from James Watson. Which I think, is that the opposite way? Ziegel loose off of turn number 2. He's going to give the position to James Watson. So, moot point. The RK Motorsports teammates still cannot figure it out. And here is, they got Dylan Thomas and Austin Beers in their fight as well. Dylan Thomas kind of in the middle of this thing, but doing a good job on that outside line, just holding them off. He is, that was close there off of turn number 4. I'm sure Austin Beer is a little bit frustrated with this as well, because he probably is a little bit quicker than all 3 of these drivers, but just cannot find a way. He's going to try around the inside right now. Follow that 45 of Darren Staff through. See some interesting differences in seating position between my hand and Staff. It looks like my hand is looking down at his screen. Staff, he's got his stuff really low over there. Even his camera's low. He's kind of looking up at his screen. So I think I'm kind of right in the middle of that. I kind of have an upwards view a little bit there, but you can see that they are actually talking to each other.
Yeah, they're pretty frustrated right now. Not that the O3 is doing anything wrong. It's just what's going on because of how the cars are set up and track. Yeah.
What is happening here with Eric Ziegel? He is down pit road, and I don't know if this is scheduled or not.
It might be scheduled.
We'll have to see. Oh, this definitely. Yep, there's Patrick Hahey as well. So Ziegel throwing some strategy. We apparently cannot make it the whole distance here on fuel. Comes Austin Beers. He has made the call to come down and got to make sure you use the access road here. This is one of those tracks that has one that has to be used on entry and exit. You cannot just cut down right here in that asphalt.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Oh, trouble! They finally lost it, and oh, wow. Big hit there between Peeler and I think that was Kynan Jones. That might be that's going to be close for
that was
Beers. He might
intentional.
have to roll on through.
That's another case of a flat tire.
He is going to roll on through here, and yeah, you might be right on that, Carlos. Let's take a look at the replay and see what it has to happen, or what it shows. My goodness, we are just.
I feel for Zach.
I don't want to say too much, but I think we need to learn at some point that racing doesn't always have to end in somebody getting swiped at each other. So that looked a little bit egregious. I don't know if I don't know the full story if there was prior beef or whatever, but just as a broadcaster, you don't want to be putting a product like that on the screen, watching somebody just drive down the track and hit someone. That's not what we're here for. So
here's what happened. Oh, the O3 got. Wait, what?
Oh. What?
Oh! This makes it even worse.
Well,
I thought.
I definitely still think that was intentional, but yeah, there definitely was a bit of a bump there from behind that I don't think Dylan appreciated, and he did get bumped up into the wall, which does change things a little bit, but either way, pit stops here for your leaders. It looks like they're all going to come down pit road now.
Initially, I thought that maybe Dallas just kind of muscled his way and shoved him into the outside wall, and that's why the O3, if it wasn't a car parts failure, came down. But seeing that the O3 got loose and the 78 just wasn't cutting him any slack, that's I think race control will be viewing that a little differently than at least I thought.
Of course, going to call it here on the O3 battle off pit road. That's going to be close. I think McIntosh got him. And certainly enough, off pit road is McIntosh, Gore, Watson, Bracy, and Staff. Your top five. Dallas Myhan there.
Interesting.
In the sixth position.
Your top three.
Off pit road.
Your top three have stayed at. Actually, never mind. I think they just forgot how to pit. As they are pitting right now. I think
what happened there is we heard Austin Beers say that they weren't able to catch up. So I think instead of maybe losing a lap there, I think they just decided to come on through and take another lap and come down this time. But
they'll probably get those black flags cleared.
We do have another interview here, so let's bring him
Peeler.
on up here.
Yeah.
Adam Peeler. Cam in the booth, you got a copy?
Hey guys, what's up?
Oh, it's been pretty fun up here. I think the chaos and the action has been pretty constant, so we got plenty of stuff to talk about. As far as you're going, a little bit rougher for you. Tell us about your night.
Yeah. I didn't. Big apology to Dallas in the first half. I drifted up, but in the car, I didn't feel like I even drifted up, and the steering wheel was straight. So, I guess there's a little offset in there that I wasn't prepared for and wasn't really driving that way. So big apology to him and Kynan on that last one. I usually like to pride myself on slowing down and getting slowed down, but the car was in a slide and it just would not stop. So just wanted to come up here and publicly say I'm sorry to them guys. Say thanks to y'all, and this will probably be my last full-time OSCA race. Vacation starts next week and I got a baby on the way, so this will be my last full-time OSCA race. So just wanted to come say thanks to all you guys. Thanks to Vic. Thanks to everybody who's been watching. It's been a fun few years. So I really appreciate everything.
Yeah, it's only a bit of a hard thing to hear, Adam, but definitely have appreciated having you. Of course, I mean, it's weird to say because you were long before me. So you're.
Yeah, I've been here running mid-pack for 4 years now, but I'm having a blast doing it. But like I said, baby on the way, and that kind of stuff, we're gonna take some time off and get ready for that. If OSCA's around, mid next year and with baby's 6 months old and not need me all the time, I'll be back. But for now, this is it. So.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, yeah, long time here, Adam. When you look back on everything up to this point, any highlights that stand out to you that are like moments that it's just like, wow, that was actually pretty cool, or even any lowlights too, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, the low light was definitely my season in the booth. I learned pretty quickly that I am not somebody who needs to be in a booth. But it was a good experience. It was a fun year. It was a low light for me because I can't stand hearing myself talk, and every time I went back, I had to listen to myself talk. Definitely the highlight. I mean, I got a win at Daytona, so I at least can say that I have a win in OSCA. It's on a plate track, but I got one. So I'll take it, man. And more than anything, it's the people, right? I mean, I think it's the reason that a lot of us keep coming back is the group we race with. It can be frustrating at times, and there's some people out there sometimes we feel like are a dart without feathers, but for the most part, the league is full of great people, great humans. I have some long-lasting friendships that are going to go for years because of this league. Cam, heck, you're one of them, right? Like, you've been hanging out in the Discord, and guys that I get to see and talk to. I've enjoyed my time with Carlos, and
Pretty fun to ghost together.
you definitely won't. This is definitely not the last that a lot of people are going to hear from me. I'm not disappearing off the face of the earth by any means. So the friendships I've made are going to continue. It's just time wise, like I said, with the baby on the way and stuff like that, I'm going to take some time off. And like I said, hey, OSCA's still here in 2027. We'll be rocking when the baby can kind of tend to itself a little bit.
That is awesome to hear. Those tiny little humans do tend to take a lot of TLC, I've heard, but
oh yeah, definitely.
I don't have one myself yet. Not yet. Maybe soon. We'll see. I don't know, but
this will be round 2 for me, so I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, I don't want to make this all about me and let y'all get back to the racing. But just again, thank you to everybody who's ever broadcasted, from Goody when I first started to you guys doing it now. Carlos, super big thank you to you. Whether it was helping me when I did the broadcasting myself or broadcasting these every week so I can go back and watch them on YouTube. Vic for running this thing and putting up with us idiots for as long as he has. And again, to any of the other racers who are watching this on the way back, tomorrow, thank you to all you guys too that I don't get to talk to tonight, that you all won't see after tonight. Like I said, I was hoping I was getting a race next week, but my wife reminded me that we're leaving for the beach. Because I forgot, so this will be the last one. So again, thanks to everybody, and I'll get out of here and let the racing get back to it because it's some good racing.
Adam crying into his soup as he learns he does not get to do 282 laps at Iowa. What a devastating.
Love Iowa. I love Iowa. That's gonna suck. I'll be watching though. Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna be watching. Carlos can look for me in the YouTube. I'll still voice my opinions over there. And like I said, I'm not going away. I'm not disappearing, but just taking a break.
All right. Well, we'll definitely keep the lights on for you, and it's mild shame that you weren't able to finish with that beautiful looking race car. But definitely, we appreciate you taking some time to talk to us, Adam, and we'll be looking to have you back on track again.
All right, thanks, guys.
So something interesting I'm seeing here, Dylan Thomas got disqualified.
Believe I think he got a black flag for something and didn't actually come down to serve it, but
I think he just took too long because it said that he had entered pit lane, and maybe when he crossed the line, I think he had too many laps have passed. Don't know why race control didn't. Ooh, for the lead.
Yeah, you have been seeing a little bit of this as we were talking to Adam Peeler, but these two Redux teammates, Gore and McIntosh, are going at it. Gore now to that outside line. That might be all he needs to make the move. We know that is the preferred groove here. What can McIntosh do out of turn number 4? They are side by side. Gore has the advantage at the line. 9 laps to go. Excuse me, that is 10. I can't read here. We'll go on board with Ty McIntosh and see what he sees. A lot of 69 to his right side, sliding up out of turn number 2. That's close, but Daniel Gore takes the lead for himself. I believe that's the first time all night that 69 has led laps, and he is already out to about a 2.5 tenths lead. comes McIntosh driving it into turn 3, trying to make something happen. But right now, I think the 69 just a little bit quicker. It's a Redux Racing 1, 2, 3. So they're going to love the team points in the team championship fight for this if they can keep it like that. But these two teammates, of course, want to beat each other more than anyone else on the racetrack. You can see just at the back half of, or at the back end of McIntosh here, it is Bracy and, or excuse me, that is Watson and Staff going at it. I think Watson also trying to make a crack at Bracy here. Oh, almost a bit of a bump into turn number 3 from the 39. Might be under fire from Staff here. I don't think that was a good move on Watson's part. He tried to give a bump to Bracy and put himself in the fire path of Darren Staff here. Staff's going to make the inside move into turn number 1, but as we've seen all night, Watson going to use that outside line to his advantage and get the run off the corner. Might be giving a bump to the 7 of Bracy here. Might be looking inside of Bracy here. Strong move for the 39. Does he have the room and the grip? We'll see. He is on that very inside line. Took the rumble strips just a little bit, but Bracy using that outside line. Going to get the run off the corner. 2 leaders, McIntosh and Gore, they are still about 0.2 of a second, so you have not missed anything up there yet. This battle for third is the best on the track, I believe. Bracy, Watson, and Staff. I think any of these 3 drivers could get it at the end. Who wants the interview? Oh, battle for the lead. McIntosh and Gore going at it. McIntosh on the inside of Gore. Turn 3. That is close between these two. Oh, sliding up just a little bit, but they are keeping it clean. Hard racing between these two right now. 6 laps to go for Gore. Got to reset my camera here just a little bit here. Oh, trouble. That was, I think it was Capuano who got super loose off turn number 2. I think he saved it, though. Got it back going, losing a couple spots, and no harm, no foul. He is going to keep the car relatively straight from here. Coming to 5 laps to go at the line. Gore over McIntosh by about 0.2 of a second. That has been the gap pretty much the entire time. I think McIntosh, I think he has something for Danny G, but what can Danny G do to defend? Don't have a lot of time here, and they have separated themselves from the Bracy Watson group, and that group has somewhat separated themselves from the My Hand Beers group. Excuse me, that was the Staff My Hand group. I was 1 driver off on my reading of the leaderboard there, but I was also told that reading comprehension wasn't necessary. But either way, 4 laps to go. We are still on board with McIntosh. He has it all to do right now to try to get his 2nd win of the night. That's not what you need to do. Be hitting the wall off turn number 2. Didn't slow him down that much, so not going to be too terribly good there. But he is driving it off into turn number 3, using all the brake and just trying to get back in the gas as soon as possible to get the run. But I don't think it's going to be happening this time. You can see the 69 a little bit smaller at the line than it was last time by. Ty's got to be careful not to overdo it here, because overdriving always loses you time. And you see right there, I think we're seeing it. I think Ty has burnt the good off the car. He was all sorts loose there off of turn number 2, and that 69 is getting ever so slightly smaller. Coming to 2 laps to go here. Redux looking to sweep the night at Gateway. 0.3 of a second is the gap. Bracy and Watson, this is probably the best battle on the track right now. They are nose to tail. They have company behind in Staff and My Hand. See Austin Deers back there in 7th. It has been a tough night for TFM here in half number 2. Austin Beers and Ziegel, they both were involved. Well, Beers was involved in a couple. I think Ziegel might have been as well at some point, but out of turn number 4, final lap here at Gateway. It has been a chaotic night between 2 halves and 110 laps of racing, but right now, Daniel Gore, 0.3 of a second gap over Ty McIntosh, 0.4 of a second. It's looking pretty good for him. Out of turn number 2. Bracy and Watson. I think Bracy got a pretty good run. Yes, he did. He might be good. I don't think Ty McIntosh is close enough to do anything with the 69. He's going to try the high side, but not going to be enough. Losing some time here on the exit. It's going to be another win on the season for the 69 of Daniel Gore. Give him half number 2 here at Gateway. And across the line, McIntosh, Bracy, Watson, Staff, Myhan, Beers, and Ziegel. Here comes the rest of the field to finish up. And that is going to be our half 2 results at Gateway. And what a race that was across both halves. Incredible night of action here. And we go into next week with a potentially entirely new championship scenario. But there is your half 2 winner, Daniel Gore, doing his victory burnouts. And I believe that Ty McIntosh back there is going to join him. Yes, he will, celebrating his half number 1 win. And he's got your best finish, or he's got your best average finish of the night. Of course, 1 + 2 is 3, and 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. So that is Ty McIntosh's average finish on tonight. And look at that. I did math, Carlos. How awesome is that?
I'm proud of you.
But we are going to go ahead and let these drivers get their celebrations underway. We're going to let them get their thoughts collected and get cooled down a little bit, and give us just a moment. We'll have some interviews for you shortly. I said he's getting double teamed, but all right. Yeah, we are ready. We are back here at Gateway, and we are ready to give you some race results. See right there that Bojo, he's having a time right now with his teammates, but it is Daniel Gore. He comes home with the win over Ty McIntosh, Ray Bracy third, Watson, Staff, Myhan, Beers, Siegel, Capuano, and Patrick Hahey coming home with the top 10. Neil Rutt in 11th, Zach Evans 12th, Kynan Jones 13th, 14th is Ty Alkas, 15th Aaron Evans, 16th Dylan Thomas, 17th Adam Peeler, and 18th on tonight will be Olivia Hammond. And with that, let's go ahead and get a word with our final, or our podium finishers, and you're going to be hearing exclusively Redux guys in this interview session. They did sweep the top 3 results, and what a good night of team points for them. But here we got the 3rd place finisher of them. It's Ray Bracy. And yes, that is how I feel about this. 3rd place on the night, or 3rd place on the second half here. You got a 9th and half number 1. Ray, tell us about your night.
Oh, it was a weird one. What happened? I gotta remember. Okay. Yeah, first half. Just got unlucky with all the cautions and stuff, and oh man, bummed out for Zach, really. That could have been his first OSCA win, and it really should have, but I don't remember what caused the caution, but oh yeah, before that I got spun out, even though I'm sure it's not my fault, but I mean, I can't I'd be on the wall if I was any more to the right. So but whatever. I got ninth place, so it wasn't the greatest finish, but yeah, have to. I just stayed consistent. I took some advice from Ty and Danny. Got a little lucky, I guess, with the staying out while some people pit it. I didn't see what the accidents were, but a lot of the faster guys were involved. I noticed. So, we had the 1, 2, 3 finish and have to, which is always really fun. But yeah, I just had to hold off James, and he probably had the pace, but I wasn't just gonna let him have it. But it was a good race. I tried not to do anything too dirty to him, so I just kind of held my line. That's hard to pass here. But yeah, no, fun race. I mean, let me just say real quick, I got really heated that whole race, and now it's just funny hearing myself afterwards being like, "Oh, that was fun." I mean, it's fun to get the energy out, whether it's high or low. So that was definitely. I wish you guys could really see like what I was going through, because like it's just emotions were high, but fortunately I was able to finish on a high note, got third place. I wasn't able to catch Danny and them. They're freaking aliens, so I'm content with my third place. Yeah. I'm hot and sweaty because I'm wearing my Hurricanes jersey right now because they're playing right now, so that didn't help. But yeah, fun race.
ITT Ray Bracey discovers sim racing when you were like, "Oh yeah, I'm just raging the whole race," and then afterwards it's like, "Yeah, that was fun." It's like, oh my god, I think I've been doing this for like 15 years now, and it's the same freaking story every time. It's like you're in the car, and I hate your whole family, but like afterwards, we're cool, and
yeah,
it's the same way in real life too. I mean, you hear them, they're all going after each other, and then they're like having a beer afterwards because like that's just how racing is. But I mean,
yeah, at the end of the day, you realize you're in a race, you're doing this together. It's it's the thing at stake is a championship, and most people aren't probably going to get it if we're going to be realistic. So we're just out here to just see how good we can get. It's just like beer league hockey for me. It's like, yeah, we're gonna get a little feisty, but at the end of the day, it's beer league hockey. My wife could give two shits about that. So it's like, as long as it matters to you, and as long as you're having fun doing it, and there's always going to be dicks in the world, but I think this is a good group of people that like we can kind of race together and acknowledge that things are going to get heated, but that's okay.
Absolutely. And just having been a part of this league for several seasons myself in several roles, well, I guess, yeah, driver, team owner, commentator, it's been a pretty slow and steady progression through the grid for you, of course, and it seems like this last season you made your almost probably biggest step, going from probably like consistent back half of the top 10 guy to like you're right up there at the top 5 like most every week, and probably could have had a few more wins on the season if things went differently. But what do you attribute?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, like what do you attribute to that kind of? Because I know you're racing with Redux now. You got a lot of really good teammates to bounce information off. But is there anything else that just what's the secret? What are they feeding you over there to make you better?
Well, we all know Dan is not human. He can just post the laps that he needs to and stay consistent. And if you want to have a chance at that, you got to kind of learn from him, and he's been a great guy to kind of share that knowledge. Same thing with Ty. If I had to absolutely rank them, it's obviously Dan then Ty, but they're both about equal in terms of advice and what they give me. It's been super helpful, and I make the same mistakes I've been doing for the past 3-4 years. I need to really clean up my foundation a little bit before I can really get to that next level, I guess, that Ty and Dan have. But yeah, also need to not get in wrecks that was. Although I've been pretty lucky. I like you said, I've had a really great streak recently. Top 5s and 10s, most. And I was still a top 10, 9th place, I think. I just kind of like just use Aaron as a fullback as I powered through that final lap there. But yeah, it's I can't really complain too much because I have improved. It's just there's always somebody better that you got to try to beat, right? And that's what I've been this season. And in other leagues, it's just like I'm only happy if like I could care less if I could not care less if I come in like the last place. That sounded terrible. If I finish, nope, that sounds worse. If I end up in the bottom half of the field, like as long as I feel like I improved or I feel like I did something, that's usually a bigger win for me than top 5. Although I'd still like to win a race. That would be really nice. I wish I could do that more. Those are really fun.
You've been close.
Yeah, I've had a couple of second places, a lot of third places, and yeah, the aliens just between Dan, Austin, Ty, Siegel. It's just hard, you know. And Zach too, apparently. Freaking, he should have won.
The goat.
The goat.
But yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about constant improvements is you start off one time and the 20th place is a good run, and then eventually it's like, oh, you finish 5th and it's a disappointing day, and it's like, you know. And then you realize that you're putting a lot of time into this, and you have become probably a sweat, and that's how you go.
What's wrong with being a sweat?
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. If you ain't sweating at the end of the race, are you trying hard enough? Like really?
Exactly. Like there's time and place for being more casual, but I'm here to compete. It feels good to like showcase what you got against other people. I'm not gonna wimp around here. I can't think of it's hard to think of PG words here, but yeah.
That is the mentality that we need to hear. But yeah, before we let you go here, Ray, any sponsor shout outs?
Yeah. First shout out to Zach. He should have won that race. Absolutely. Really sucks for him. Shout out to my wife, Lisa, downstairs. She's probably asleep right now, but I love her to death. Shout out to my cat, Pushkin, who everybody should know by now. He's on my car. He sponsors my quick shift videos that I've been kind of struggling to do recently. I need more motivation. I'm running out of steam recently. It's hard to do. And then also Bojo Paints, if you want a paint scheme, $10. Also like tips. But as you can see, I've made a couple of people's schemes like Dan and Ty. What was that?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay, yeah. And Carlos, I made your paint too. I was really happy with your paint actually. So, yeah, and the Redux guys, obviously, they've been great. Then, you know, I saved them for last because you know they're whatever. Forget them. They're too good. So, yep, that's it for me. Thank you guys. Oh, and you guys are awesome as always. You make these things 10 times more enjoyable. So,
wow. Yeah, it's kind of a symbiotic relationship there. All your really awesome paint schemes like make our broadcasts look like way better. So, shout out to you for that. But we appreciate you taking some time to talk to us, Ray. And I mean, great run out there tonight. And we hope to be talking to you next week at the end of 282 laps at Iowa. Definitely really looking forward to that. Will not have a voice on June 12th.
I just tell me to hurry up.
I was yelling at you.
You know what, you guys want to discuss like philosophy or anything for a little bit?
Can we talk about how?
Open a book here real quick.
Can we talk about how you ended up in the middle of burnouts?
Oh yeah, they just said, "Hey Ray, can you back up right there?" It's like, "Whoa, why?" And then all of a sudden, the bad things happen. They're terrible people. Ty, if you're hearing me, you're a terrible person. Dan, you too.
All right. Hey, what's your favorite cheese? No, don't answer that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let you go. If it's pepper jack, you're correct. Pepper jack is goated, but
it's Brie. Goodbye.
All right. Well, that was Ray Bracey, third place finisher here in half number 2. We of course like to keep it fun here in 3Y TV. It is all about the fun here. Let's go ahead and pull him up. We finally got you, Ty. We heard you yelling at Ray.
I mean, man, like, is he running down his bloodline? I'm like, brother.
A little bit of my fault too. A little bit of my fault. We like to keep it lighthearted up here. But yeah, I mean, we also, good news. I don't know if you heard, but we did math for the first time all season successfully. We figured out that your average finish night was 1.5. So obviously not much more to say than 2 pretty great runs. You had a pretty good battle up there with your teammate Danny G up there in half number 2, and a 1-2-3 for Redux. Tell us about your night.
Yeah, I mean, obviously first half was just right place, right time, took advantage of the situation and made it work. Second half was a lot more work for that one. Kind of knew, based on how the first half went, that Ziegel was going to be up there and he was going to be aggressive. So I fended him off for whatever happened there, and then I think he got trapped a lap down. And then, I mean, going up against Danny, it's hard. Like, trust me, I know a lot of people, like, especially we've talked about in the Discord, that, like, it always seems like Danny gets out in front and we stop trying, but I promise it's not it. Like, there's nobody on this planet that I want to beat more, right, than the guy that's on my team, won 3 championships in a row. Like, even though he's one of my best friends, I still want to beat him every week. So it just, I don't have what he has clearly. But yeah, no, it was a great fight. We were fighting for 15 laps, and we were worried about the team points because I think we can probably lock it up after tonight. I think we might have, with there only being 1 race next week. And Danny and I wanted to go into next week just mano a mano, not having to worry about team points, just put ourselves in the best situation and try to win a championship. So, well, I hope that's what is happening. I'm not sure. We haven't done the math yet, but we were 68 after the first one, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, and I kind of wanted to ask you the same question I asked Ray, but in a different kind of frame of light here. Of course, you know, the thing that Vic said before the race, that little stat that your last top 5 points finish was your rookie season. So what 2022B was that?
Yeah,
we're talking about 4 years ago, and of course, it's kind of exploded this year. You've been a obviously consistent driver all through, you know, in OSCA with various teams, but you know, you get on Redux here and it just kind of explodes for you. I mean, what has been the difference, and what has been the secret to kind of unlocking really this pace that you have shown all season?
Honestly, I think a lot of it is just nobody on this service has had my back like these guys do, man. Ray and I obviously worked together last season when I was on Southern Speed Co. and you know, him, Wester Green, and Gilly, and then moving over here, I've obviously been friends with Danny and Noah for a while, but just the group that we have, man, we have each other's backs, and we run some laps before the races. We have a handful of weeks, not all of them. I would say certainly not at over half of them, but just, you know, we support each other completely. And at the end of the day, like, gloves are on most of the time, and we kind of know not to put each other in bad situations, and full support, man. I mean, these guys are some of the best, and I mean, shit, I don't know. I just, these guys push me to be a better driver. I think it's like Denny Hamlin said, you know, obviously since Kyle passed last week, a lot of drivers have been talking about him. I think Danny and Noah and Ray, they push me to get better and make me kind of stay on my toes. So it's just, game recognizes game, and we push each other harder, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, hell, if Kyle would see the progress you made this season and how much ass you're kicking, I'm sure he would be proud of you. So, yeah, we kind of eschewed into a little bit of a sidebar there with the news that I'm not sure if you have heard that Zach's dad was diagnosed, but I'll let Zach kind of disclose that. Probably not a thing that we need to disclose in the broadcast here, but just kind of want to say that, you know, go get your checkups and you know, go keep yourself healthy. But yeah, I would definitely agree with that. And it definitely shows. You're a top 5, top 3 contender each and every week, and that is you know, definitely good to see that progress being made. But you know, as we go into this gonna say it again, 282 lap finale at Iowa that I get to talk through the whole time. Rest in peace, my voice. What are you looking for in that race, and just out of the whole season? Obviously the championship, but how are you gonna approach Iowa to get there?
I mean, I think it's going to take a lot. I know Danny was 10 points ahead of me before tonight, and he finished third in the first race, and he won this one, so kind of erased that gap that I gained on him there. So I would assume it's probably going to be about the same. And I know Beers, despite him struggling, he was up there by a good bit, so he's still going to be in the fight. So I think it's going to be a three-way horse. It's just I'm going to have to do something different. You know, I can't I can't look at what they're doing and do the same. If it's going to take a Hail Mary shot for sure. But I think if anybody's going to find a way to do it, it's going to be me. I've won some wacky ass ways this season. I thought tonight was going to be another one with the way that the second half went. I thought there might have been a late yellow and I'd be able to pull a rabbit out of the hat. But it's going to take a lot. I think it's going to take focus. It's going to take endurance. I mean, I thought it was 200 laps. Like I thought it was 182, but now that I've heard 282, boy, oh boy, I'm going to need to eat my Wheaties because I'm going to fall out of the seat. Yeah, no, it's going to take a lot.
All right. Well, before we let you go, any sponsor shout outs?
Absolutely. You mentioned Zach, and again, I'm heartbroken for him. I was talking in the restart that there was nobody else that I wanted to take that one away from less than Zach. He deserved that first one, and he should have won at least a couple of these. He's got screwed out of so damn many of them. So shout out to him. He had a hell of a run in the first half. I know he probably got killed in the second half from what it sounded like. Thrasher, Logan, Riker support me every week, watching me. They mean a lot. Thrasher actually, it's going through a little bit of a mental thing this week. Just a lot of things that weren't going great for me that I was like, hey man, like I don't even know if I want to run this. Thrasher talked me out of it and gave me the option to run. And he has been a hell of a guy to have in my corner. One of my best friends, and in that regard, obviously everybody at Redux, Danny, Noah, Ray. Noah's on the spotter stand for us tonight. I don't think he's running next week either, but having him on the spotter stand was huge. Weekend Woodsman, Bojo for making this Kyle Busch tribute paint, man. This paint is awesome. Really cool to get a win here tonight with this being the last place Kyle went at in the Cup Series. So it means a lot there. I'm going to hold on to this one for a minute. Everybody at OSCA, this has been a great season, despite how much we all hate each other and we talk shit. I couldn't imagine a better group of guys to do this with every week. You guys are putting the show on. You guys have been awesome. And just in case I don't get to talk to you, because obviously we don't know how next week's going to go, you guys always make this fun to go back and listen to. And Cam, even though you're by yourself, you do a hell of a job. Carlos, you are always awesome on the controls. So you guys make it a blast.
Well, I appreciate that, and definitely trying to get better because you're going to be stuck with me for some more commentary in another league before too long. So I'm actually looking forward to that. It's always fun to just talk about race cars because race cars. But appreciate you taking some time to talk to us tonight, Ty. We do hope to be talking to you next week, and well, we'll see if I can do interviews next week because 282 laps. Good Lord, have mercy.
Oh, dude, you know what Danny? Oh, Danny just reminded me. I know why I didn't beat him. So last week, Danny was trying to make a move on Ray, and I said syrupy foot jobs, and Danny got loose on a curb. I didn't say it this week. I should have said it, and maybe I would have won this race.
What?
Dang it. Darn it. Yeah, it's a long story. Ask Danny about it. Danny will tell you all about it, I'm sure.
Can you remind me what the heck I lost you? What am I going to ask him about?
A syrupy foot job. A syrupy foot job.
A syrupy. Okay, yeah, all right, I will.
Need I remind you we're live?
That's not that bad. It's Pride Month, man.
What the fuck does that have to do with Pride Month?
Well, like, I don't know. Like, put it in your notes app or something. Like, remind yourself, or put a calendar. Like, just
I'll have a sticky note next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure. Okay. Well, all right. I think it's time to kick you out now and get to Daniel. So once again, yeah, good run, and I appreciate talking to you.
Thanks, buddy.
Lord have mercy. What is in the water here at Gateway tonight? But Daniel, we finally got him. It's the interviews have been a bit of.
Oh, sorry, I cursed. My bad.
It was unhinged. What did he say?
All right, we want to ask you about a syrupy foot job.
I didn't think he'd actually say it on the podcast.
Yeah, it happened.
Well,
was that the key to the speed tonight? I mean, I just gotta.
He said he didn't mention it this week.
That's how I messed up. That's how I messed up in Mexico when I was right behind Ray. That's what he said, and then I hit the 50-50 grind on the curb, and that's when I lost the race to Ray in the second trio.
He said
that's the reason.
He said he didn't do it this week, and that's why he lost.
Yeah, that's exactly the reason.
Okay, well, all right. So your math's a bit easier on your average finishes because 3 + 1 is 4, and divide that by 2 is 2, and that's not even a fraction, or like 1.5 is ties. So yours is 2. We're doing math up here in the 3YTV booth for like the first time ever,
among other things.
Without calculators. They gave me one of those little blue calculators, from like elementary school, but like I don't even need that. So
you hide the little solar thing and it turns off.
Yeah, one of those things. I don't know. It's Radio Lamont at 3 a.m. But anyway, like, how was the race out there tonight? It looked pretty fun. There was a lot of chaos, a lot of action for us to talk about. But from your windshield, what did you see?
Well, we put it second in qualifying for the first race, and unfortunately just didn't quite have the track knowledge at that point and how the outside lane was going to work. I didn't get to battle a lot of cars during my practice, so Austin kind of got me on the jump. Had I known you could send it a little deeper on the outside, I might have been able to hang it around him, but overall I felt like I was quicker than him in the first half. He never really got further than 2-3 tenths. And then after that first caution, just kind of everything broke loose, and couldn't really recover from it. Got stuck on the inside every time, and even to finish third in the first half of how it went after that caution, I'm pretty happy with, so we'll take that. And then the second was different. I still need to look back on it, but Ziegel hit the wall on the start, and that shot me out to the inside, and I lost like almost 10 spots, and had to just work through them, hit with that caution tires again, and came down to me and Ty, and I told him I'm gonna race him hard, but we'll race him clean, and got him at the end, and he fought back, and yeah, with about 10 to go, took it from him, and we got the second one.
Yeah, that was a fun little battle between you and Ty, and y'all had some close comings together there, but kept it clean, and good to see that, Ferrari master plan, or Fernando is faster than you type stuff there. But yeah, I mean,
good team rules here.
You talked about potentially being on a bit of a back foot coming into Gateway with TFM's kind of, they tend to do on the short tracks, but I think I don't think it'd be wrong to say that TFM did not have that great of a night here tonight. They kind of it was kind of a stinker at some, for some lack of a better term. So they're going to be looking for a lot different going into next week. But how are you looking forward to that one? The 282. I think was that 3 or 4 times that I had to enunciate that because I'm terrified of my voice afterwards. But how are you guys? Yeah, how are you looking forward to that at Iowa? That'll be a race of all time.
I'm looking forward to it. Iowa's a track I've done pretty decent at in the past. When I'm not getting wrecked, that is. Just gonna have to put in some extra practice for that one, and that kind of helps with my Wednesday activities being done for the season, so I can use that time to maybe get a little extra in. Providing the little calculators are right, I've got a bigger buffer than I thought I had going into Iowa, so hopefully I could just finish near the front and try and take home a 4th.
All right. Well, before we let you go, Jimmy Johnson, is there anything that any sponsors or shout-outs?
I want to thank the whole team. I'm not sure if Ty mentioned it or if you've even mentioned it, but Noah is done for the season and all future seasons, as now he moved, and well, we all know he moved last week, but he's not going to be able to race anymore. So I just want to thank him he's been there since the start, and he's helped us. And even tonight, even though he wasn't racing, he was up on the spotter, so he helped us out tremendously tonight. Bojo, Ty, great people, super respectful to race. I couldn't have asked for better teammates. And the fact that they kept it clean with me, even though they didn't have to, that they did. So I respect them for being there, and I'd just like to thank my girlfriend.
Hey, you guys can now reduce the transmission budget on Redux.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I don't think we had mentioned it yet, but yeah, definitely a good shout
Big loss.
there. But
Big loss.
Yeah, for sure.
One less guaranteed yellow.
Should be seeing him in some other leagues if that all works out going forward, though. And well, on Mondays, I believe you would be able to see the shenanigans of the great Noah Brown. But unfortunately, it seems like that means that might be the end for now of the Austin Beers Noah Brown rivalry, which, it was one of the rivalries of all time of OSCA, and it was fun though. But we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, Danny, and yeah, good win, and good luck next week. Well, all right. I think that is all we have for you guys tonight, and a bit unhinged, but that is how we like to keep it here at 3xTV, because unhinged is fun. And before we go, I'd just like to thank the following sponsors for all they do for OSCA. They have sponsored this season up to this point, and what a season it's been! Really, just been so fun, and I'm so excited, and yet a bit sad too that we're going to be ending it next week, because just is the natural progression of things, but we will have another one afterwards. So very excited about that. Shout out to Rio Grande Mexican Grill, Easy Motorsports, Brickhouse Graphics, Accelerated Cloud Designs, hard for me to say there, and Binks Designs. But thank you all very much for watching. Dedicated viewers, chatters, all the people that engage with us, and keep the chat lively. We love you. We love it very much. Keep doing it, and we will work our very best in production and myself to bring you the very best content we can. But from myself, from Carlos, y'all have a good one.